Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon. Welcome to Afternoon News. Our top news is the flood situation in Terengganu has taken a turn for the worse. The flood
Terengganu, the flood situation in Terengganu has been taken a turn for the worse, with the number of evacuees rising to 2,935 people from 915 families in 7 districts in 74 relief centres this morning.
Kuala Terengganu became a 7th district to be hit by flood when 63 victims from 14 families were moved to two relief centres, namely Balai Raya Kuala Ibai and Sekolah Kebangsaan Benggol Paradong. The State Welfare Department flood portal started that as of 7:30 a.m. Besut tops the list with 1,000 people from 400 families seeking shelter at 33 relief centres, compared to 200 people from 104 families who were in 7 relief centres last night. The portal stated that the number of evacuees has decreased in Hulu Terengganu, with 790 people from 364 remaining at 18 evacuation centres, compared to 955 victims from 449 families in 20 relief centres last night. Let's continue to the next segment. International news, entertainment and viral segment.
Denpasar, Indonesia. An American woman allegedly threw her 2-month-old daughter from a moving car on the tourist island of Bali and then tried to kill herself by jumping from the vehicle, Indonesian police said. Source Denpasar Police Chief Nyaman Wirajaya told a news conference that officers haven't been able to caution Nicole Stasio because she is hospitalized in a severe state of depression. A driver and guide who were with 32-year-old Stasio told police she jumped out of the car without warning Tuesday evening at an intersection in Denpasar, and they were initially unaware of what had happened to the baby. Villagers found the infant with severe injuries about a kilometre from where Stasio leaped out of the vehicle. The baby died about 7 hours later at the same hospital, Bali Mandara, where Stasio is being treated. Wirajaya said the woman, who was born in California, travelled to Bali with her parents in July. The parents stayed in Bali for about 10 days and Stasio gave birth on the islands in September after her parents had left Indonesia. Wirajaya said she refused to answer when they asked about her baby's father, but she gave the impression that she was unmarried and her family preferred that she give birth to a child abroad, like wanting to avoid something. The driver, Wayan Siaja, and the guide, Maid Arimbawa, told police they had taken Stasio and her daughter to Bali International Airport on Tuesday evening, but Stasio changed her mind about returning to the US and told them to take her back to Ubud, a town popular with tourists for its traditional crafts and culture.
In entertainment, we talk about the Pasca the movie. Pasca the movie has created a huge wave in Malaysian film industry. Now, it's the highest rated Malaysian film 2018 on IMDb. Directed by Adnan Teh, the action movie tells the story of Lieutenant Commander Arman Anwar, a tentera Laut Diraja Malaysia LDM Special Force Pascal Operative.
Since its release in theatre on 27 September 2018, the movie has been breaking box office records and collected 26.1 million ringgit in 28 days. Despite being an action movie, Pascal explored various themes and relationship dynamics. Having lost Arman's father to the same cause, his mother has always been bitter about Arman's choice.
Diorang target pelantar minyak SPC, tuan. Bahaya, tuan. Sebab dia tahu semua SOP kita.
Selamat petang, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan.
He had to sacrifice everything, including family ties, to put national safety before him. In one of his dangerous missions, one of his teammates died and another one was dismissed. Just when Arman decided to request for transfer, one last mission will change his life forever. The movie has brought the standard of Malaysian film making to a new high. Catching the movie in the cinemas while you still can.
How many kingdoms know nothing of us?
Kuala Lumpur, the death of an 11-month-old baby believed to have been abused and raped by her caretaker's husband, has raised the ire of netizens across the country.
The baby girl, who has been dubbed Zara, was found to have tears on her hymen and anus, Kajang Police said in a statement. 2 stitches were also found on her hymen. A post-mortem report stated her cause of death as blunt impact to the head. The baby's skull was cracked and there were bruises on the left and right side of her head. In addition, there were signs of sexual abuse on the baby. The hospital authorities are of the opinion that there are criminal elements in her death, the police said. Zara's babysitter, 28, and her husband, 36, who is a barber, were arrested following her death last Friday. Police said the man who tested positive for methamphetamines was remanded until tomorrow, and his wife was released on bail as the couple have 1-year-old child. Zara's parents hired the babysitter in September. When her mother picked her up from the babysitter last Wednesday, Zara had breathing difficulties and was immediately brought to a clinic in Bandar Baru Bangi, where she was referred to Serdang Hospital. A police report lodged by a Serdang Hospital medical officer at 3:05 p.m. last Wednesday said Zara was in critical condition when she arrived at the hospital and cardiopulmonary resuscitation had to be performed on her. Zara, who has a 4-year-old brother, lived in the same Bandar Baru Bangi neighborhood as the babysitter. She was buried in her parents' village in Rantau Panjang yesterday.
Alright,
is time to end this news. Thank you for watching.